teaching experience, and she attended and organized more than 60 national and international conferences. Now she's acting as editorial board member for international journals. She published 8 books on engineering chemistry and environmental science. 45 journals have been published in various international journals. Above all, she has been awarded as a young scientist and many lifetime achievement awards. Recently, she got 3 patents among one is going for entrepreneurship entitled Aushad Vastra, which can be utilized for the present COVID pandemic situation, and many herbal sanitizers have been contributed by her. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful participation in this session. I would like to hand over to Dr. Ramprasad sir to initiate the program.
Thank you so much, Mr. Swarup sir. So, participant, please wait for a few minutes. The session chair was yet to join. There is a small technical issue she's facing right now. So, just wait for 5 minutes so that we'll begin the presentation afterwards. And the Zoom meeting is constrained to 40 minutes, and I also request the participant to constrain the presentation for 10 minutes only, so that we can wind it up easily. Otherwise, we have to log in again.
Technical issue.
So I request Mr. Vaishnavish to begin his presentation, and our today's session chair is facing some technical issues. She'll join in the meanwhile. So in the meanwhile, we'll start the presentations. So and I request Miss B Vaishnavish to start her presentation. So I request Miss B Vaishnavish to start his presentation. Her presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I am B. Vaishnavi from St. Joseph College. Today, my presentation is about the comparison between COVID-19 and SARS. In this paper, we will further look about the comparison between the COVID-19 and SARS. The further points are SARS, COVID-19, outbreak of SARS and COVID-19, transmission, symptoms, preventions. So COVID-19 was attacked in late January 2020. At present, the COVID-19 is spreading all over the world. COVID-19 is first identified amid outbreak of respiratory illness caused in Wuhan, Hubei province, China. It was a global pandemic. It was the first designation declaring the H1N1 influenza in 2009. So COVID-19 belongs to the subfamily Coronavirinae. The major 4 genera of COVID-19 are categorized in the subfamily, categorized into alpha coronavirus, beta coronavirus, gamma coronavirus, and delta coronavirus. Since the COVID-19 are the single standard positive sense RNA belongs to the family Coronaviridae, they was evoluted from the avian species. Now coming to the SARS, which is a severe acute respiratory syndrome. It is a viral respiratory illness caused by the coronavirus called as SARS-associated coronavirus, SARS-CoV. SARS was the first reported in Asia in February 2003. The illness is spread to the more than dozen countries in North America, South America, Europe, Asia, etc. The SARS infection was reported in China in April 2003. The coronavirus is also called as SARS-CoV-2, has been declared as a global threat disease. It causes the cold and other mild upper respiratory tract infectious in body. Alpha coronavirus consists of HCOV229E and HCOV-NL63. Beta coronavirus consists of COV-OC43 and HCOV-HKU1. SARS and CoV belong to the beta coronavirus, and SARS belongs to the subgenus coronavirus. So now coming to the outbreak of SARS, it was first appeared in China. It has spread nearly to 26 countries and 8,000 people were affected and 800 people were died. SARS came from the severe cat, which is being sold as food in the live animal market. It is transmitted from one person to another person and came into the contact with the droplets when infected person coughs or sneezes. There is no vaccine developed for this virus, but from 2004, it has been observed that no transmission had took place. Now coming to outbreak of COVID-19, the impact of COVID-19 has shaken the world and the economy of the world has become down. The first outbreak of COVID-19 was appeared in China in December 2019. It is an ongoing pandemic disease. The virus is spread through the droplets produced by coughing, sneezing, and infected person. Less commonly, people may become infected by touching the contaminated area and touching their faces. COVID-19 is a type of zoonotic disease, which is from the animals. COVID-19 came from the bats, which were sold as food in live animal market. So the transmission of SARS and COVID-19. SARS is transmitted by the respiratory droplets when an infected person sneezes or coughs. There are more number of cases were reported in China, which is a community-based transmission. More than 90% of SARS cases were reported in China. The countries where small number of cases reported that suggest the close contact required for the transmission did not occur. Now coming to the transmission of COVID-19. COVID-19 is transmitted in 4 stages. It has full potential to human transmission. The incubation period of COVID-19 ranges from 1 to 14 days. There are many control strategies have been implementing to reduce the transmission of the virus. So, the compared to SARS and COVID might be transmitted by the respiratory droplets within a long distance of 2 to 3 meters by the transmission or by the contamination surface leading to the infection through the contaminated transmission. Symptoms of these are the symptoms of SARS and COVID-19 are similar to flu, which includes fever, dry cough, sore throat, problem in breathing, headache, body aches, etc. But these are more dangerous than flu since they attack the respiratory tract, kidneys, which leads to death. COVID-19 is more dangerous than SARS. There are new few symptoms which are coming to the existing day by life. The symptoms are loss of smell or taste. This symptom is largely found in the patient across the Britain. Muscle pain, which has been seen in 14.8% of patients across the US. Recently, there are concern towards the symptoms that coronavirus lead to consecutive the symptoms of patients condition and severity. Now to preventions. SARS. Prevention of SARS can be done by the use of face mask, headache, hand hygiene, disinfection of surfaces for formalities. Avoiding the contact with SARS patients, covering mouth with the tissues when coughing and sneezing, other simple hygiene measures. For the protection of healthcare workers, to wear masks like personal protective equipment, including N95 masks. During the SARS period, health workers worked in the pair of mutually mentoring infection controlling implement. Now coming to COVID-19. To prevent the infection and slow transmission of COVID-19, we should wash our hands regularly with soap and water or clean them with alcohol-based hand rub or the sanitizers. By maintaining at least 3 feet or 1 meter distance between you and the people coughing, sneezing, and avoid touching our face. Cover the mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing. Refrain from the smoking and other activities that weaken the lungs. Practice physical distancing from the large group of people which may prevent from the dangerous COVID-19. So I conclude my topic by the coronavirus cases across the world has been increasing drastically across the world. The number of deaths are also increasing. That is, there are nearly 30 lakhs of people were died worldwide as till the May 2020. Till the scientists, doctors, biotechnologists has been working hard for the development of the vaccine since they are suggesting many medicines, but hygiene and protection are the most important for the prevention of spreading of the COVID-19. One should wear mask and wash their hands and maintain the social distance. Thank you.
Any questions you can ask her. No.
No participants కాదండి ఓన్లీ chair మేడం
Yes, sir. Jairagara, sir.
ma'am.
Yes, tell me, ma'am.
Sir, shall I ask questions to the participants now?
Yes, ma'am. You can ask the questions now.
Okay. So, see, please introduce yourself, the participants, as I am unable to get you at the beginning of this presentation. Please, once again, you please introduce yourself once again.
So, B. Vaishnavi, ma'am. Miss B. Vaishnavi.
B. Vaishnavi.
Sir, unmute చేయండి అవును కూడా.
Okay, Vaishnavi.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish to ask you one question that what is the novelty you wish to present in this presentation? What is the novelty in your presentation? What is the novelty? What is the novelty you wish to present? Are you hearing me?
No, ma'am.
Are you hearing me? Terangara, sir, my voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Slight disturbance is there.
Vaishnavi
but
madam, a chairperson is asking you, what is the novelty in your presentation?
Yes, exactly.
It is about the comparison between the SARS and COVID-19.
Okay. So just you wish to give the comparison, that's all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you give any reason for not getting vaccine these many days till now? Why the doctors and scientists, you are saying that the doctors and scientists are working on the vaccine. Yeah. So what is the reason, main reason that they are unable to, because so many intellectuals are working on that, so many scientists are working on that from last 3-4 months or 5-6 months itself. So why they are unable to get, as a biotechnology, I think you are biotechnologist, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm first year.
Yes. So you are from biotechnology first year. So as a biotechnology, what is your justification that we are all, like all the scientists are unable to get this vaccine till now? What is the reason?
Yes, ma'am. Because of the structure of the virus.
Yeah. So what? Structure, how it will be related to the generation of the vaccine or development of a vaccine? Can you give any comparison that also? So you wish to give the comparison between SARS and this COVID-19, na? So is there any vaccine for SARS or not?
No, ma'am. They tried to bring the vaccine, but when they came for the injection into a infected person, the virus has left, so they can't able to confirm that the same vaccine will be cured.
Left means.
Means it stopped its transmission from person to person.
So in your terms, if it is transmitting from one person to another person, the first person is not getting any infection or not?
Not like that, ma'am.
Yeah. Please explain this. Don't be get confused. Your answer is right, but your presentation, giving the answer is just what you are confused. Okay. So any development of any medicine or any vaccine, is it related to the structure, only the structure of that particular microorganism?
మ్యూట్ చేశారా?
No, ma'am.
అమ్మాయిని కూడా మ్యూట్ చేశారా?
Then
It depends upon the organelles present in that organism also.
yes, exactly. So what it is doing, it is transforming itself. The genetic material, what is present in that is being transforming day by day or time to time. That's why they are unable to get the vaccine.
Get the vaccine.
Yes.
మీకు చెప్పేస్తున్నాను.
Okay. Very good, and thank you. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. B. Vaishnavi, for a good presentation on the current scenario. So now I request Dr. Anupama to give a delivery lecture. You know, the time is constrained to 10 minutes. Please wind it up as early as possible. We are running out of time.
Sir, is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, it's visible.
A very good day to one and all. My name is Angel and I am from St. Joseph College Women, Visakhapatnam. And my co-author is Dr. P. Neri Anupama, HOD of Biochemistry, St. Joseph College Women, Visakhapatnam. So today's topic is challenges in the days of medicine and diagnostics during post-COVID era.
Hello.
Yes.
Voice is not clear.
Voice is not
Okay.
clear. You have to be
The contents for today are introduction, methods of diagnostics, vaccine development, technological challenges, and then conclusion. So, introduction. On December 9, 2019, a novel strain of coronavirus was identified in the Wuhan city of China, which has caused pneumonia of unknown etiology. But by 7th of January 2020, the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which is the CDC, has identified the virus, which was named as 2019 and COVID by World Health Organization. The common symptoms reported by US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention include fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath, and loss of smell and taste. World Health Organization and CDC of Europe have released many articles educating people about the spread of disease and prevention measures to be taken. So here is a graphical representation of the symptoms for coronavirus and percentage of people exhibiting them. The highest being fever, which is at 88 to 90%, and then dry cough at 70%. Incubation period for the disease is 14 days. And complications associated with the disease include pneumonia to acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is ARDS. It can lead to neurological issues, loss of
I'm sorry, is it audible?
Hello. Incubation period for the disease is 14 days. Complications associated with the disease include pneumonia to acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is ARDS. It can lead to neurological issues, loss of motor function, and even pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome
Sorry for the
in children.
interruption.
Yes.
Sorry for the
Yeah.
interruption. The voice is not audible. The resound is there. Little bit resound is there.
Sound is there. Okay, I'll continue with it. So the novel coronavirus, which is the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, it is reported to exhibit at least 96% identity with the bad coronavirus. The virus specifically attacks host alveolar cells. These cells, they have this angiotensin converting enzyme 2, to which they specifically bind with their spikes. And then we all know that its genome organization, replication, pathogenesis, they have been extensively studied. So the people affected with this virus, they are found to have many symptoms, like you have the systemic hyperinflammation where everything gets inflamed. And apart from that, they are reported to have very high levels of interleukins, and then this colony stimulating factors, interferon gamma, monocyte macrophage chemotactic factors, tumor necrosis factor, etc. Some markers which were identified in the serum, they are this increased levels of C-reactive protein, elevation in lactate dehydrogenase enzyme, along with ferritin. Now coming to the methods of diagnosis, there are many methods of diagnosis which are categorized into two groups. That is, to detect the presence of virus, that is one method, and the other method is they are trying to detect the presence of antibodies. So the most common ones used are to detect the presence of these viruses, and first method is that RT-PCR method, that is reverse transcriptase PCR method. We know that the virus consists of RNA as the genome. So this RNA is converted by the reverse transcriptase into DNA, which is amplified using PCR. But the results that come, it takes around 2 to 3 days. For here, the sample that they use is the nasopharyngeal swab or the oral swab, which is lysed and RNA is isolated. Then you also have this isothermal amplification assay, which is being done. It's also PCR-based method, but it is a little bit fast because they directly use this RNA from the swab isolated. Then they dry it, add the primers, and immediately they go for amplification. One thing is they use this fluorescent tags. So within the vial itself, you are able to see the fluorescence. Thereby, you'll be getting the results in a little bit faster pace. Well, the last one is the antibody detection method. One thing is that when a virus attacks the human beings, it takes around 14 days. The incubation period is 14 days. And then there is an increase in the production of antibodies, which reach their peak in 28 days. So after 14 days, we can go for antibody detection method, which you can use this ELISA methods, direct, indirect, or sandwich methods of ELISA. So here, the results, they can be used for travel visa. That means once the person has high levels of antibodies, it indicates that yes, he has caught the virus and he is out of it. Then the hiccups in testing corona. We see that yes, methods are available, but the testing kits that we have, they are very much less. According to the Financial Express reports as on April 8, 2020, it says that only just 1 lakh, 1.1 lakh and 1,000 odd tests were conducted. But by the second week of May, ICMR says that the capacity to detect the virus, the virus detection capacities, it has increased by 1 lakh tests per day. While in the recent reports in the June, CCMB says that it has come up with a cheaper method and more effective method of PCR, RT-PCR, which can detect the virus. Why I'm saying this financial things also, because previously it costed around 700, then they say 600, and this contribution of CCMB would do a lot. Coming to vaccine development, yes, the entire world is in a rat race. Everyone is trying to come up with some or the other vaccine. But we know that if you have to come up with a potential virus, they are trying to work with the modified viruses, messenger RNA-based vaccines, DNA-based vaccines, etc. And then here, the problem is that they are at the stage of clinical trials only. And the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, it has announced lots of funding to this vaccine development. And it has already funded to the University of Queensland, where they are trying to working with recombinant DNA and RNA as vaccines. That is the strategies that they are using. And one more thing is that they have already worked with MERS-CoV vaccine, and if at all that has arrived into the market, definitely it will exhibit cross-reactivity with the SARS-CoV, and therefore some benefit can be there if it has come into the market. And Israel, it claims that it has come up with the antibodies. Recently, we have seen this also in news against coronavirus, which is a preventive way of coming over it. And Germany, it has pumped out around $750 million, and even UK, Germany, and even Indian pharmaceutical companies, they are coming up with this vaccine developments. Next, technological challenges coming over here. So here, there is a lot of COVID era. It has posed lots of challenges into medicine and diagnostics. Advancements in the technologies are a need of the day. And since 2 to 3 months of lockdown, we have seen many things, many changes coming up. There is a drastic increase in medical equipment purchase, manufacturing, in-house development, made in India concepts, make in India. All these things have come up. The Center for Disease Diagnostics and Economy Policy reports, the CDDEP reports as on April 21st, they say that in a highly populated country like India, they have to upgrade a lot. And their statistics I'm posing here. For this population, like we have 135.26 crores of people, but the number of hospitals are just 19 lakhs, and the beds that they have just 950,000 beds, and the ventilators are still less. That is 48,000 beds we have, ventilators we have, which indicates that 1 out of 1,000 persons can be admitted into ICU, while we have not even one individual will be put on incubator. The entire country is affected. And in AP, we have a total of some 928 hospitals, which can accommodate around 83,000 beds, but the number of ICUs are very less, 4,000 only, and ventilators are also very less. This is as per the April statistics and May first week statistics. So the need of the day, that is to increase the number of hospitals, increase the number of ICUs. The challenge is to expand the facilities, increase funding for research, increase funding for equipment, and all these things, instrumentation. But some best outcomes are this AGVA, which I want to discuss, which was initially proposed by AIIMS, but the government has encouraged it during this COVID era. You can see that this ventilator, it is just of the size of a toaster, and it is being manufactured by Bharat Electronics Limited, and this is made in India. So the Andhra Pradesh is also getting ready. In the recent days, in this month, we see that around 2,000 detection kits they are trying to manufacture, and ventilators, they would scale up to around 5,000 units manufactured per month. To meet this, you have many adjoining fields which have to come up. You can see that the biomedical instrumentation field has to come up, the biologists, engineers, all of them, they have to get trained in this. The research into vaccine and diagnostics will be increasing. Many biologists, chemists, engineers, they have to be trained up. Recruitment into hospitals, that will have to increase to face such a pandemic. And academics like medical, paramedical training institutes, they have to come up. And even adjoining fields like small scale vendors, allied industries, they'll also be coming up. And here you see the WHO, it says that India would achieve this target by 2030. Now coming to conclusion. So the COVID has set a new benchmark for the entire mankind. This small virus, it has changed the entire scenario, and a lot of things have to be studied. Every individual and the government, they are trying to understand the lacuna and try to fill it up. Government realizes the need to pump up into this medical field. Indigenous manufacturing and production has increased. The ratio of patients to doctor, it was doctor to patients 1:1,000, which was proposed by WHO. They say that now it is not enough. The challenge is to upscale everything, and mainly the healthcare related areas, they need to be addressed. So, but determination to fund in these areas and contribute to our economics is important. So there is a lot of scope, once the government starts funding into this, is definitely all the allied areas will definitely flourish. We have used all these references in preparing this work, and we thank the management of St. Joseph's for their support. Thank you.
So now I request Arun Kumari ma'am to make it short because we are running out of time. If there are any questionnaire sessions, please make it short, ma'am. We are running out of time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ma'am, Dr. Anupama, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, wonderful presentation from your side.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, from my side, one point is there, that is prevention is better than cure.
Yes,
so each and everybody are aiming on cure, and each and everybody are like very much interested on the vaccine, which is not yet came.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
is there any idea from your side? How can we prevent ourselves to not to attack this thing? Like so many things the government is saying now, like social distancing, hand wash, like that. But as an academician and as a researcher, what is your idea to prevent this thing personally?
Stay home, stay safe. That is the best thing, ma'am. If required only, we have to go out. If not, stay at home. Whatever that can be done online like this, it has to be done.
Okay.
And sanitization, safety, all these things are required. And self-quarantine, ma'am. If you feel like you have some problem.
Anyone small idea of technical in terms of technical.
Technicality is just like there is no such technicality, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay,
are you able
ma'am,
to
thank
get
you
me?
very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anupama ma'am, for a good presentation, and it is very
Thank you.
the technique, and also you brought from a very recent scenarios. And now I'll hand over the mic to Mr. Swarup Raj sir for the end note.
Thank you all. And on behalf of BITS WISAC, I would like to thank the presenters for their extremely interesting and illuminating presentations on the topics. I would also like to thank session chair for her valuable remarks. And I would like to thank once again to our session chair, Dr. Arunakumari Nakela. Ma'am, we came to know that you are an illustrious educationist and known for your empathetic concern towards society. That's very wonderful thing this afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much to each and every
Sir,
participant.
excuse me,
and also,
sir.
a session. Ma'am, tell me.
Sir, I'm still left. I'm Dean Avya. I need to give a presentation still.
Thank Dr. Dean Navya. I'm sorry,
Yes,
I
sir.
can present it in the next session, but in this session we are running out of time. It is already displaying there. We are only have 5 minutes, so we will try to include a presentation in the next session. Okay. And thank you so much for all the participants for contributing their valuable time. If you have any queries, so you can concern the concerned coordinators if you have any queries. Thank you. Thank you so much.